Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we'll be talking about set time. If you watch my previous video, I talked about time. You should know that time is a realm and is a creation of the universe. It's one of the Almighty's perfect creator and very obedient and very reliable. Okay, you can check it out and you will understand better. But today we'll be talking about set time. Don't forget that the universe is smarter, is stronger, and is faster than any being that there is. Okay, so you don't outdo the universe, you just have to align with the universe. Now, set time. You cannot stop time, you can only delay it. Purposes. You can only delay purposes. Sometimes we think we can manipulate time. No. You can actually try to buy it, to do some other things and all that, but you can't stop it. You can't stop it. You can only delay it. All right? Time itself, you can only delay it. But there's a difference now. The different part is the set time. When a particular time is set for a particular purpose in the universe, this is what happens. You can't change the set time. You can only change its direction. You can change a set time. You can only change its direction. What this means is that when something is set to happen and you go against it or try to do something to alter it, you would change the direction. It might not happen at that particular direction. It will happen in another direction. But that exact time, it must happen. Now, for those who are believers, you know that 1,000 years is like a year before the Lord, and a year is like 1,000 years before the Lord. So, in our own earth realm, our own time, timing in our earth realm is actually different from the supernatural and from the magical realm of the spirit. Some times are faster than the other. Okay, theirs is actually faster than ours. Ours is slower. Okay, and then what happens when you try to alter a set time is that you create an operation. What that means is that you create an alternate timeline. You create something different from what is supposed to happen, and then the bad thing there is that worse things than what is supposed to happen will happen, because when you alter it, something goes wrong. Okay, and the second thing I wrote here is that you can't delay set time. You would only create its damages. Now, there are other things that possibilities that are tied to a particular set time. Now, if you go ahead of it due to maybe knowledge and all of that, and you alter it or you do something, like I said earlier, it will create more damages. There are other damages that will come. Okay, and I said something here. I said prayer can't change set time. Prayer can't change set time. It will only diverts its effect to a different position. Prayer can change timeline, set time. Now, if something is meant to happen and you pray about it, grace comes to play, and then it's shifted. It will still happen, but it will shift to either different position or a different form. So that's where ransom comes to play. Okay, so it won't stop the set time because it's actually written in the sands of time by the Almighty. Okay, that this will happen and that will happen. And you need to understand something, that the universe, it's vibrating on its own. All right, by its laws. You can't alter it. You don't have the power to alter it. Even the Christ himself could not alter it, you know. So you don't have the right or the power or the knowledge on how to alter it. Not in this timeline, not in this timeline rather, and not in this dimension and the other dimensions above us. So we don't have that ability to do that for now, that we know of, that I know of. Okay, now we're going to read one scripture. Okay, Psalm 102 verse 13. Psalm 102 verse 13. It's just one scripture we're going to read so I can explain something. It will blow your mind. Okay, Psalm 102 verse 13. Thou shalt arise. This is the prophet David talking here. He said, thou shalt arise and have mercy upon Zion, for the time to favor her. Yeah, the set time is come. The set time, the actual time to favor her has come. All right. Now, when the set time is due, nothing can change it. No prayers, no fasting, no demon can change it. They might want to add something to it or take advantage of it, but time is that powerful that no beast or demon can alter it. All right. I wrote a few things down. Some might come as a surprise to you, but just take it and then we'll just walk with it. Okay. All right. Now just wait for the set time to come and go. All you have to do is wait for the set time to come and go. You don't have to fight it. You don't have to try to alter it. Just wait for it to come and go. So prepare yourself for it. Okay, I'm saying this in respect to the coronavirus that is going on in the world today. You all know that we just entered the century, and century, it's actually meant to be this 2020 to 2021. Okay, 2020 to 2021, the beginning of a century. So it's a new century that we're entering, and you don't have to try. That's why a lot of people are saying prophets didn't see this one, that, and all that. No. Seeing it's useless because you can't change it. Okay, so coronavirus, it's in this year already. It's rampant in this year. It will be throughout this year to the year 2021. Okay, coronavirus is going to be there. We call it coronavirus, but it's just it's a universal set time. It's not. You can call it anything. The other time it was what flu again? Spanish flu or whatever. I can't remember. So like that for every century. Now the universe purges itself, okay, and gives birth to another century after every 100 years. So 2020 is just 2021 is just the beginning of another 100 years. So don't be surprised. We just call it humans. We just call it coronavirus and all that. So, but it's meant to happen, and you can stop it. There's nothing you can do. There's no prayer, no going to the mountain and fasting and praying. You can't stop it. I'm sorry. You're just wasting your time. Okay? It is a set time, and it must come to pass. And there are certain things that would happen during that set time. Certain things that would happen. And it's always been happening. It's just that people either are not aware or they shy away from the reality. Okay? And the first thing I wrote here was that men only will die. This one. Men will die. A lot of people will die. It's just there. It's just natural. It's not like the 666 or the Antichrist is coming and all that. No. It's just meant to happen. Those centuries too that it happened, believers then were saying that it's the Antichrist that's coming and all that. No, Jesus never said that the moment that happens, this will happen. And no, it's just a sign to prepare you. Okay, to prepare you. It's just 100 years universal cycle. Okay. The next thing I wrote here is that the systems will crumble. Systems will crumble and systems will rise. It's just natural. This will happen after 2021. It will all surface. Okay. 2021 is a new breed will rise. A new breed will rise in 2021. So we should expect that. All right. The century must travail to be born. This century we're entering must travail. So it's a travailing process of the century, okay, that we're in. It's a travailing process of the century where it has to shed all of the old skins and all of these things. You'll be surprised that a lot of bad people will leave the surface of the earth. A lot of evil people who have shed too much blood, people who have done so much evil to the planet would leave. The planet will suck them with it. Okay, Don't be surprised that presidents and the head of states and people in power will begin to exit. All right, while new breeds are born, you will discover the new faiths. People would have new ideologies, new things will begin to be born to this century. This is the time. So we're just privileged to be part of it. So anyone who survives from 2020 to 2021 is going to be a part of the process of the century, the 100-year century. All right. So that's what's going to happen. And then you should not forget that the universe has laws that guide them. We can't break these laws. We break them, you pay for them. Okay? You break them, you pay for them. And there's one basic law, one law that is very effective, even now in this shedding of new breed, you understand, is the law of correspondence. The law of correspondence. It's just perfect at this point. It's just perfect. Now, I'm going to read out some laws so you can go and do your research. I'm not explaining all of them. I'm just going to explain the law of correspondence. I'm going to read out some laws, okay? The 12 spiritual laws of the universe, okay? The first law is divine oneness. The second law is law of vibration. Then law of correspondence, law of attraction, all right? Law of inspiration. Inspired action. Law of inspired action. Law of perpetual transmutation of energy. All right. Law of perpetual transmutation of energy. Law of cause and effect. Law of cause and effect. Law of compensation. Law of relativity. Law of polarity. Law of rhythm. Law of gender. Okay, but I'm going to concentrate on the law of correspondence. The law of correspondence. All right. Now, this law is a law that allows patterns to repeat themselves. Patterns to repeat themselves. So don't be carried away by theologies or philosophies that are flying here and there. They are laws, okay, and they're spiritual laws that the Almighty Creator, the Author, and the Finisher has put in place. So don't be carried away. Just know that these laws are very effective and very powerful. Just obeying these laws can help you live a better life, can help you live a more prosperous and more healthier and spiritual life. Don't forget, spirituality is not religion. Religion is man-made, but spirituality is made by the Almighty. It's a form and a force that is governing the universe. Okay? So, and I'll leave this with you. In the realm of the spiritual, there is no religion. There's no Muslim, Buddhists, Christians, and atheists. There's nothing like that. It's just spirituality, obeying laws and principles. So I pray that this helps someone and keep you intact. Please protect yourself. Okay, coronavirus or no coronavirus, it's just natural. The universe is purging itself. So don't stay in the way of the universe. Okay, protect yourself and protect your family. I love you. Shalom.